good, YouTube? It's MC Chill. Just wanted to talk about Grand Tartaria and the old ancient world and how it was changed from Earth changes, and how currently, as we are consciously awakening, everybody, all the chosen ones, everybody that knows what's going on, we are remembering what has happened, and this is how history actually changes itself and it doesn't repeat, because the Mandela Effect is people remembering their past, or people remembering history the true way of how it was. And I'm in a pretty cool spot right now, somewhere here in Sofia in the mountains in Vitusha. Wanted to thank the homie, wanted to thank him and his girl for getting us here. You know who you are. And yeah, I just wanted to speak a little bit about the antediluvian world and how things used to be, and how there was a great mud flood at one point on this earth that covered many ancient structures, like some of the pyramids, potentially Chichen Itza in Mexico, and many other places. This all happened because of a cycle of the wicked's who took over this earth and placed the dome over it while it already had its original firmament and all the stars attached to it. And then when they came here and tried to disconnect us from nature, and the evil wicked ones put this dome over us, which is why we have this reflections of light sometimes from the sun where it's easily visible in the sky. This caused our world to change, and this is why we see faces in mountains and things like that, because we used to be giants. We used to be sleeping giants and people who had a big impact on this world. You know, this world used to be humongous, this earth per se. But then once the tree of life was cut and the dome was placed over, we put like a limiter on ourselves where our bodies couldn't grow to their full potential. But all of this is coming back right now. We have the power in our auric fields to change life as it is and manipulate energy, but most people don't believe in this, and this is why collective consciousness has strayed from its path, and why I speak about this limiter, where people think that the impossible is not achievable, and why fantasy and fiction may actually be the true nature of how this world could be, and we could be in a much more magical realm. It's just that there's infinite amount of timelines and possibilities and people on this planet still that don't believe in the true greatness of our potential. And this is where once collective consciousness shifts, then I think this whole planet could shift into a better place. If you guys study Tartaria, I still don't know everything about it, but it kind of sounds like the Venus Project, where the world may have been resource-based, and we had technology that was much grander and better than what it is now, kind of like Tesla tech. If you look at, study Tartaria, you even see there's the same structures like the free energy Nikola Tesla towers that were built, and as far as I know from back then, they used crystals. They used some sort of crystals to try and open a gate to another realm. And when they messed up in a certain way, this is what caused the flood back then. And that's why there's layers to this earth. It's been going on in cycles. It's just been layers upon layers. And this is why even in some buildings you can see kind of like there's windows at the bases of our floors. And why there's old attics found in certain places on earth. This is because these floods that have been happening from people not being able to use technology right kept happening. And the same thing is kind of going on right now with CERN and the people at Switzerland. But the funny part about this part is all the demons from the last flood were trapped onto here because the elders were wiped out. However, they're reincarnating back now and coming to help others who were being born upon this time, like starseeds, indigos, and wanderers, and they have the support from their ancestors in this timeline, so that we will reign supreme and the wicked will fall this time. And I only speak about these demons because the when the last flood happened, which was caused by those types of beings, they're the ones who were left here on earth with the knowledge and everything to survive. And they stayed in their caves and tunnel systems and dug out things. And this is why we hear about horrible things happening underground in certain bases and things like that. And this is why we have to stay up and stay bliss, because the people who stay on the Earth's magnetic wave and ride this new 5D wave, they will be the ones, the new leaders, and the people who will teach the children how things need to be. And all these fallens will fall off. They will not survive or have a chance to even reign supreme anymore in this new timeline, because things are currently shifting for the better. And this is the cool part about it. The old world is falling. The old matrix-based world, where everyone has to work off of money and things. The new world will be, the new earth is now going to be scripted by us, because 2012 is actually now in the Ethiopian calendar. 2020, it is now starting, and they couldn't see anything past that time because all they were able to spot, the Mayans back then, is darkness. And that's because that's as far as their timeline could see. And now that we're the people on earth right now, we should be the ones birthing the new opportunities and what will happen onto this world, you know, not falling into beliefs of agendas and things that could possibly flip humanity into a negative timeline, because we are the ones on earth who will be creating things with our minds. And this will happen more as the split starts to take place, the fifth dimensional split, which is currently ongoing. And at that point, we will be able to create and manifest things with our minds. And I think it'd be beautiful to see a resource-based economy, like as spoken in the Venus Project, rather than the old matrix and archaeonical way of thinking. And that's why right now we're going through this simulation, so that we learn and remember how to take the steps, so that we get back to having this vast and grand amount of knowledge and being able to manipulate waves and things with just our minds. And this will slowly take place, and it is already happening. And yeah, man, that's all I wanted to speak about in this video. This is MC Chill. Y'all stay up, stay safe, focused, and balanced. Peace. Yeah, man, check this out. Beautiful here. Yeah, I'm on.